probably just keep doing what I'm doing. I don't see myself being necessarily like the top salesperson in my office, and not because of the work or anything, but just because I have a family and stuff. So that's really important to me, and I just want to help people. I want to help people find houses. I like meeting people, and just have fun with it.
That's very humble. Most new agents want to take over the world. So I think I already know the answer to this question, but who is your mentor and how did they help you?
So, my mentor would be Brian Tessier. Just his knowledge. He's been in the business, for 10 years or more. And he just really helped get me on my feet. He had checklists, several checklists of, line items to what you needed for each transaction and what to expect. And, he was pretty thorough with everything. Him and my broker, both of them would, Mark Hanlovich, they would both answer questions anytime I needed them to. So they were both a big help in my success for 2017.
He sounds like he has a lot of systems in place.
He definitely does.
Are you taking any of those systems?
I did. Yep, I absolutely did.
Okay, so you're taking those systems over, and you're going to hopefully implement a lot of those yourself.
I do.
Okay.
I'm currently doing that now, and it's working. It keeps me on task. So
that's great. So you've talked a lot about your work and life balance, which I like. Mm-hmm. What do you think is the most important thing to work and life balance, and how do you do it?
The most important thing is to, for me at least, is to make time for my family. Like you said earlier about dinner time, putting that phone down and trying to be there. So even if I'm at home, like, to mentally be there as well. And, watching my daughter, and she's so young right now, and she's doing so much, and I don't want to miss out on those things. So it's really important for me to have family time and how to keep that separate from work, but maintain that balance so that I'm still keeping up with everything. I just have to, I try to stick to a schedule, same routine every morning, try to be up early no matter what, and try to, stick to the same routine, and that's how I do it.
So do you specifically book certain things on your schedule, like certain times of the day for your family, or how do you actually set aside that time for your family? I try to keep a day open, at least on the weekend, if at all possible. If it's one showing or something like that, I'll accommodate, or sometimes I'll have an open house. But I try not to fill up my entire weekend as well with showings, and I just hope that my clients would understand that. So as far as specific times during the day, I try to keep dinner time open. Try not to answer my phone after 8 p.m. really. So from that 5 to 8 is when I really try to just spend time with my family. Occasionally I do have a showing that I have to accommodate, and I will. But that's the time slot I try to keep open in the evening, and then try to have one full day on the weekend. I need to get a lot better at that, and I think my wife would tell you the same thing. What does retirement look like for you?
At this point, I don't know yet, but hopefully what everybody wants, retire in your mid-50s, something like that, move to Florida. I need to be somewhere where the sun shines more days than it doesn't.
Brian says he's never going to retire. I think that was pretty entertaining. I'm probably in the same way. I think in some way, shape, or form, I'll always be working. But yeah, so mid-50s, laying on a beach somewhere. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, well, that's the goal. I wouldn't mind, incorporating some of my background, my interior design education into what I'm doing now. So what I used to do was a lot of commercial,
and retail design, and I always had my heart set on residential, and I would have, always loved to do residential design. So maybe retiring as far as an agent and or stepping down and not doing as many deals, and I would love to actually get involved in having some of my own properties eventually, and that's what I hope to do with them.
That's how you retire right there. I'm a big believer in that. I have a rental portfolio myself, and I think that you have to invest in real estate. It's kind of like our 401k.
Right.
Alyxie, thank you very much for coming out. We're about out of time. We're now entering the Blitz round. I ask the same 5 questions to every single person, every interview. So you haven't watched any or listened to any podcasts, so you're not going to know what's coming. But what's your favorite technology tool?
Probably BombBomb, and Brian will laugh if he hears that because he pushed me to do video, and it was a struggle for me. So, but I do see the positives for it, and I do like it. I think it's a really neat tool, and I like the idea of it. So I'm getting used to it.
I had to say that's one of the toughest things for me is taking like a Facebook Live post, and I'm bad at it. I really am. So I got to get better myself at it. What's your favorite real estate book?
Started reading the Conversion Code. So I really haven't read too many real estate books yet, like official books, but I started reading the Conversion Code.
Conversion Code.
Really
okay.
Like it.
That's one that I haven't actually read. I'm going to have to add that to my list. If you were not an agent today, what would you be?
I would probably still be doing interior design.
Okay. It's an easy answer for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite hobby?
Camping, canoeing, anything outdoors. I love being outside, which is why I'd rather be somewhere warm.
Totally understandable. Vacation's very important. What's your dream vacation?
I've been to Mexico. That's our typical, and I love it there. It's gorgeous. So, but my dream vacation would probably be to go somewhere over in Europe, just traveling.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely would like to go to Europe someday. My wife's Italian. She wants to go to Italy, and be a fun place to go to.
Well, with my background, I love old architecture, so I would love to see all of that.
I want to go on the Autobahn and rent a very fast car, and that's probably how I'm going to die someday. So, well, thank you so much for coming in. I really had a great time. Sounds like you really are kicking butt and taking names, and I wish you the best of luck, and keep in touch.
Thank you.
Well, Realtor Nation, that was another great interview. I hope you got as much out of it as I did. It's nice to see some of the young talent in this industry really picking up and hitting the ground running from the start. And I think it really all goes back to her starting on a team with somebody very experienced, and she just took a lot from him and ran with it. So I had a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it. For all of our content, please visit our website, dhrea.com/learn. We're looking for more realtors to interview, so please email me again, ian@ianhoover.com if you're interested. Until next time, this is Ian Hoover with the Deacon Hoover Radio Network signing off.